The book and story of Ruth in the Bible occurs during the time of the judges in Israel. Ruth was a foreigner, a Moabite, who joined with her mother-in-law after being widowed to join the Israelites in the land of Judah. Now, it's important to note that these women had lost everything, and because of that, were destined to a life of difficulty. Even so, Ruth made the journey with Naomi to settle in the town of Bethlehem. Ruth's only way of survival was to go through the fields that the workers had already tended and pick up the leftover grain for herself. However, one wealthy owner of a field named Boaz had compassion on her and began to purposely leave out grain for her. Now, eventually Boaz married Ruth, and this is very interesting seeing as Ruth was a widow and many customs had to be observed for Boaz to take Ruth as his wife. But in doing so, he offered Ruth an opportunity for her future. Let's take a look at the end of Ruth chapter 4. It says this: "So Boaz took Ruth into his home, and she became his wife. When he slept with her, the Lord enabled her to become pregnant, and she gave birth to a son. Then the women of the town said to Naomi, 'Praise the Lord, who has now provided a redeemer for your family. May this child be famous in Israel. May he restore your youth and care for you in your old age. For he is the son of your daughter-in-law who loves you and has been better to you than 7 sons.' Naomi took the baby and cuddled him to her breast, and she cared for him as if he were her own. The neighbor women said, 'Now at last Naomi has a son again,' and they named him Obed. He became the father of Jesse and the grandfather of David." The main thing to learn here is that Boaz redeemed or bought back Ruth and established this genealogy that eventually will lead to Jesus. In the same way, through compassion and love, Jesus redeems you and I, his church.